Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Civil War II, issue 6. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 167, and that's show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. So if you want to go check out the exclusive comics, in the description below, there is a link. But let's start talking about Civil War II, issue 6. So, with this book, I feel like it's been a little delayed. It feels that way. We have, I think, 2 more issues left, maybe 1 more issue. And this issue focuses on Miles, because in the last issue, in issue 5, we saw a vision of Miles killing Captain America. So beautiful cover here by Dave Marquez, which I love his artwork. And still gorgeous interior artwork by him too. I will say there are some pages where I feel like they were rushed, and you kind of saw that. I mean, because David Marquez's artwork is just so gorgeous with every page. But there were, I think it was like, there's maybe one page that just felt a little rushed, where usually Dave Marquez has a little bit more detail with those background characters. But yeah, these are, and even here, this page, like everyone's hair was a little weird. And that didn't really look like Kitty in that scene. But again, that's such nitpicking because Dave Marquez's artwork is still gorgeous and has a lot of great detail, especially with such an emotional issue that is kind of more talking heads. So I do give a lot of compliments that to make it still very interesting, even though this one had a little less action and more of an aftermath discussion of what the vision was about. So what I think of the issue, I still don't love the idea that this event is so long, and it does feel a little long-winded in this issue, because it's like, did you really need to tell this Miles story in the main event? I think this would have been a lot better if we saw the story in the Spider-Man book, because the Spider-Man book, it seemed like it was struggling to tell a Civil War II tie-in. It just didn't know what to say, maybe because Brian Michael Bendis had this in mind for the main event, but it's kind of the same thing going on, you know? Alright, we learned that from Hulk and Hawkeye. We don't need another character to deal with this. And that was my fear from last issue. That kind of continues here. It's like, alright, like, it's awesome to see Miles' point of view because he's such a great character, and to see the team separated, but it's not something we haven't seen with this event, especially with so many tie-ins, and again, so many issues already for this event. So that's definitely a lackluster part. But I did like the dialogue overall. I do think Brian Michael Bendis is the master at dialogue for comics. He's really good at making these conversations really interesting. And that's kind of what this whole book is about, is the fight, a lot of times verbally, between Tony, Captain Marvel, and even the other characters on their team. So the emotions there, the character emotions there that makes it worth reading. But yeah, I just feel like it's a little long-winded. That's the best way I could put this book. I don't know if it's very much a necessary read, but if you really like Miles, there is an emotional story here, but we'll see where it ends. We'll see where it goes. So Civil War II issue 6 for me gets 3.5 stars. Not a bad issue, but I don't know if they're able to handle the Captain Marvel and Iron Man fight as much as maybe some of the other tie-ins did better. Like A-Force keeps coming to mind, where yes, everyone kind of was on Iron Man's team, but then you understand Captain Marvel's point of view more. Here, I feel like Brian Michael Bendis is kind of being biased to Iron Man, and is like, yeah, Iron Man's right. And yeah, you have people that are on the team of Captain Marvel, but it makes it so obvious that she's wrong that I want, as a reader, to really make a decision. Wait, no, Captain Marvel's right. No, Iron Man's right. I think it's so far on Iron Man's court that it makes it less interesting, because you don't really get to pick a side, because Captain Marvel's obviously wrong. Because you could tell that's how the writing is also. So that's also been a lackluster part of the main Civil War event that some of the tie-ins actually have done better at doing. So Civil War II issue 6, like I said, gets 3.5 stars. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.